Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to do a perfect A execute on Nuke as a T in CS2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. By the way, we are doing free giveaways every month. In these giveaways, you can win various CS2 skins and free CS2 course access passes created by a Faceit level 10 coach who has experience in high tier CS2 teams. To sign up, simply visit the CS2 Pulse giveaway page and follow the instructions. Link is in the description. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, to do a perfect A execute, in the start of the round you need one person to quickly break all 4 of these windows. So to do that, you just need to quickly break them like so in the start of the round to get spawned, and then you can quickly run in towards the site. So ideally the stack goes something like this. 3 people need to be going towards the site itself. You can rather split up in a way where one of you or 2 of you go towards hut and one of you goes towards single door, or you can do the opposite. It's really up to you. However, in my opinion, going 2 towards single door is a bit better because you can just play on hut as a lurker and wait for your teammates while they throw the utility, because 2 of your teammates are gonna be going up towards this ladder and they're gonna position themselves in 2 positions. One of them will be just standing close, hugging towards this part of the pillar, and he will need a Molotov and a flash. And same goes for the second person, because he's gonna have to jump up the same building that his teammate is standing close to, and then he will also need a flash and a Molotov. So the setup goes like this. The person who is on top of this metal building needs to instantly throw a quick molly as he runs. He looks at the right window and then aims lower on it, and he sees this piece of metal sticking out on top of the building, and then he aims in between the middle aligned with the window like so, and then he just needs to run, and before he falls off he needs to just quickly left click throw like so. This Molotov bounces off and mollies off hut entirely, so no CTs can be standing on top of it. And after that, after he throws this Molotov like so, he needs to quickly jump up again and then aim at the same spot but not run, just simply left click throw. And this flash is a good pop out flash just to blind anyone who's playing on top of heaven or playing from the backside or even on top of hut. This flashes a lot of common positions that CTs stand in. That's why you should definitely throw it if you're doing an A execute. And the second player who is standing in this position needs to quickly stand here and then aim at the yellow barrier where it connects with the window, and then aim down where he sees this gap and lines it up with the yellow scaffolding, and then he just jump throws. This molly lands perfectly into default, covering it fully, and then besides this molly he also needs to throw a flash from the same position, aiming in the same spot directly. He just looks under it like so, and then just left click throws as well. And this flash lands in a way where it doesn't blind any teammates who are pushing from hut, because it's gonna be covered from the top of the barrels. That's why it's a very good flash combo with a molly. Combined with every single molly, it looks something like this, and with the 2 flashes you have a lot of vision blocked off for enemy CTs, because this flash even blinds players who are playing on top of heaven. For example, if you just line up yourself here again and just throw the same flash, then you have a very good flash towards heaven as well, and any other player who is playing on top of headshot like so. That's why this flash is very effective and you should definitely use it. When these players throw this utility, they can instantly drop down towards hut and they can push with their hut teammate. The person who was standing closer can just quickly drop down like so, and he can rather run towards single door and follow along with his other 2 teammates. And the second player who was a bit further away can just drop down instantly and just follow him up with hut. And another extra thing that you need to do as a lobby player is you quickly have to rather break the door with a nade and then just simply throw a smoke from main. Or instead, you can just quickly have one of your teammates quickly open the door. Usually you should open it from this side since it's a bit safer, since you won't be shot from HUD players. You open this door and your teammate instantly peeks out and smokes main. As a lobby player, you can also throw an extra flash if you get the door open. If you throw it against this 90-degree angle created from the pipes, you just run and throw it. It also blinds off a lot of enemies who who are playing in backside, for example, it blinds off anyone who's staying here or in heaven or even on top of hut. It blinds off a lot of positions, and most importantly, it doesn't blind off you because it's covered from the vent. That's why it's also a very good flash. And once you throw all this utility, you and your team can just quickly entry out, run towards hut. Firstly, you should focus towards heaven since main will be smoked, and sometimes you do need to check this position. So in some cases, you can also molly it if you want to be extra. This is also a very good strat if you want to do it. And then once you clear all of these angles, you can instantly focus towards heaven, clear hut, clear headshot, focus on every single position, and then you will have a very good execute towards the side. Another extra is, if you want to smoke heaven, then you can definitely do that by positioning yourself on top of this pipe close to silo and standing still like this. However, for this lineup, you will have to have this backside of vent broken. That's why if you want to break it manually, you can jump up silo, stand on the edge, jump and try to shoot it. Then you can shoot through it, and once you break it, then you're good. However, if you want to do it extra, you can also just throw a simple nade towards that area by aiming around this side and just left click throwing. It also does the job. It's up to you really. In my opinion, just doing it with a nade is way quicker because you won't have to jump and you won't be visible to outside. And once you stand here, you line yourself up with this red cross sign, and then as you stand here, you just look in this line where this high ping is, and then just left click throw it. This smokes off heaven as well, and then you have a way easier execute towards the side as well. With this control, you can definitely plant the site towards anywhere you want, and in the post plant scenario, you have a lot of visibility. One of you who was the HUD player can definitely check the flank, while the rest of you can focus towards main from this side of vent, the other side of vent. If everyone survived, one of you can play backside, and one of you can even play on and off angle, for example like cut if they want, or they can just simply play in any other position, for example backside as well, or they can stand in hut. It's really up to them, but with this scenario, with this utility, you should definitely get a lot of enemies down because these mollies towards hut and backside force them to go into awkward positions, and the only positions that are left are gonna be heaven and main. But if you smoke them off, then the only real position that is effective for CTs to stay in is gonna be the vent. And as I said, if you molly it off, then you're fully covered, and since this position is very close range, you're gonna clear it very easily with your teammates. That's why you have every single position of site covered. Even this position will get mollied if you throw the hut molly, so you have everything covered. And the only thing that you need to know is that CTs might push towards hut once they get mollied. That's why if you're the HUD player, keep in mind for that. And with this entire information, you should have the ideal execute towards side, because the only real angles that will be left are gonna be these really open angles, for example close to this blue box, or on top of headshot, or on the other side of headshot, or somewhere open around here. That's why CTs won't have a lot of positioning left, and once you smoke off heaven, everything is covered and you have a perfect execute. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. This was how to do a perfect A execute on Nuke as a T in CS2. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down in the comments below of what you want us to do next, and I'll see you in the next video.